today. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the second-year man from Clemson, Travis Etienne. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Etienne once more. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. The Jaguars at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 34. A check-in on the numbers last week for Robinson. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence looking in zone for Jones. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marvin Jones with career touchdown number 60. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 25-yard line. Play fake, Mills. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Josh Allen from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Mills. This will be complete to Mechie. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 40 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On third down, Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Robinson going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. 2nd and goal from the 1. Robinson again. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket. Beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West. Throwing again, Mills on 2nd and 10. Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, here's Mills. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Robinson will try to pick it up. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 43-yard line. 53 yards on the ground for him so far.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
They'll run with Etienne.
And some room to work.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
A little costly there. You wipe out the first down. You also move further back.
No doubt about it. So you went from moving the sticks to them staying in the same spot, except for that one guy carrying the yard marker. He moves back farther.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run the draw here with Robinson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Now Lawrence. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Jaguars take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point splits the... A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
And now out comes Houston.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Looking to throw is Mills.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense running out, and we shine the spotlight on the undrafted revelation, James Robinson.
Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together.
He's got a man, complete.
And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd and goal, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And it is 28-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We start up at FedEx Field, Tennessee in town, to take on Washington. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. The Lions trying to hold on and claim victory. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis. As his guys up their mark to 4-1 now. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A first down throw for Mills. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mills to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw, Mills. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll run again here with Robinson.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
ETN up the middle.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Lawrence will throw. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And this will not be brought out. Houston set to take over. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 41, Mills. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Jaguars on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On third down, Robinson. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Oh, and this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Throwing, Mills. This to Jarwin. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and short yardage, Mills. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mills to the air again. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Here I come.
Here's Mills. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Mills. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Check 31. Check 31. Protein spill.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens.
And a loose football. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Mills. Outright completes it to Jarwin. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Mills now. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jordan. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Mills. Cooks on the quick slant. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throw left side complete. That's Jordan. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Mills again. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Mills from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take the win home. Mike check 33.
One last shot for Mills. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Jaguars, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute, I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Random in the. I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD, baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We doing honest, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot most times. I just going through this for my city. I bring on the trophy, feel like Freddie Mercury. We the champions. Here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in the work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow they mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My on hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOG got this off the muscle. That's me about my life, man, I love it. So many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team when they clean, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Fielded right around the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson: 18 carries, 127 yards, and a score.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Lawrence. And that nearly intercepted on his very first throw of the game. Fortunate there. It's second down. Here's the second-year man from Clemson, Travis Etienne.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That good for 22 and a first down.
Robinson going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
James Robinson, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
Now last year's leading rusher in the NFL, this is Jonathan Taylor.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, these two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A big play that time for Jacksonville. 53 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On the draw, Robinson. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Robinson with another carry.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Lawrence to throw.
Touchdown!
Travis Etienne.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Jags go up by 2 touchdowns. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was Travis Etienne on the touchdown reception capping the drive. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's...
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Throwing now. Ryan on 1st down.
Catch made here by Campbell. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. To throw is Ryan. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, they were setting up the screen, CD, a lot of free runners, and they got there late, and the penalty ensued.
Yeah, somehow it didn't get into their brains that it was a screen, right? Instead of pulling off and chasing the ball downfield, they kept going towards the quarterback and knocked him down way late. That draws the penalty flag each and every time.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Play action. It's Ryan. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Trayvon Walker in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker, making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it.
A throw for Pittman is intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick, and the Jags force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll be out right at the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw again is Ryan. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Ryan, he'll get this one to Pittman. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now Ryan on first down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Falcons who are out in front in the second quarter. Drake London, a touchdown reception. From there, we head to the Big Apple, more specifically to MetLife Stadium in Jersey to check on the Giants. And at this point, they trail the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Deshaun Jackson, a touchdown reception. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. Mac Jones with a couple of touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Now it's Ryan. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Ryan. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Ryan. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley Cox, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 35. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 3rd quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Now it's Ryan. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Jags grab it. He's at the 30. 10. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. taken at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And Ellinger has it knocked out here. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars open the lead up to 34-0. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Agnew now to return. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Ryan. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Mo Alley Cox. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Ryan. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Here's Ryan. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan hits his target, the tight end Mo Alley Cox. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And this offense on third down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Rodney McLeod up to make the tackle.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 56 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Handoff to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And some room to roam now. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the try here for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Colts, what they can do here.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan.
Tries the right side, finding Woods here.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's Ryan. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Got an open man. It's QT. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line.
As this complete to Woods. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Jags, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants.
Make major moves, still the same ones that I came with. Up in a payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Facing my goals, that's a big climb. Still my floor is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be. I can admit it. Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining. Nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears. But I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. I overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen to boss, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. It's gonna be alright. It's quiet. I got the can of gas. I'm about to ignite. I am driven. I won't ever get tired. Cause I've been left behind. I had to get right. Waiting on the sign. Now I just wait on myself. Got nothing weighing on the mind. One thing I learned after all this time. The mountain you carry meant for you to climb. All this time. I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining. Nothing can stop me. All these years. Blood, sweat, and tears. But I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up. 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 Nothing can stop me. Run it up. 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 Nothing can stop me.